This video tutorial will show you how to accurately digitize buildings, making sure that you use parallel and perpendicular lines in order to get right angles. If you're viewing this for the Digitize and GeoReference Sanborn Maps assignment, you should go ahead and change the transparency on your digitized image back to 0% so that you can see it better. And we are going to go to the Edit tab. And first, we are going to set our snapping. You want to make sure that when you click on snapping in the Edit tab, that this toggle is turned on. And you want to make sure that you have most of these snapping options turned on. This middle one here, that is called Edge Snaps to the nearest edge of a polyline or polygon segment, is one of the most important ones to have turned on when you're doing this kind of digitization. So I have that turned on, and now I'm going to create my first polygon in order to digitize this apartment building. So you're going to be in the Edit tab, you go to Create, you click on the layer that you want to create a polygon in. So mine is Digitize Sanborn. Then there's all of these different options of how you can create a polygon. There's options that let you just freehand draw, that let you create a perfect circle or an oval. What we're going to use is the one that allows us to create a rectangle. So you're going to click on the rectangle, and then you're going to come over here to your building that you're going to digitize and find an area to create a decent rectangle. Okay, and now I am going to click Finish. You can also finish by right-clicking when you are in edit mode and selecting Finish. So now we have our rectangle that we are going to use as the basis to digitize the rest of the building. What you're going to do is click the Modify tool in the Edit tab. You are going to scroll down to the Reshape category, and you're going to select Reshape. And now when you go into the map view, you will have these crosshairs and you are ready to reshape this feature. You can see that it is giving me snapping input. That's what this pop-up that says Digitized Sanborn Edge means. And you can see that when you hover over the vertex of a object, it will change it from calling it an edge to a vertex. So I'm going to scroll in a little bit more. And remember, a way to navigate, to move the map pane around like this when you are editing, is to press the C button. Just press and hold C, and it will turn your edit into a pan hand for as long as you're holding the C button down. So I'm going to click on this edge, and now I have my line that is going to continue this feature. And what I'm going to do is right-click on this line segment, and I'm going to choose Perpendicular. And it's going to create a perfectly perpendicular line. You can see it's not allowing me now to have the line. I can control the length, but I can't control the direction in which it's going. Next, you will right-click on the same line segment and click Parallel. And this is running parallel. I'm going to do Perpendicular again. You can also, if you're like me and doing this on a small computer screen, you can click this Minimize Ribbon button so you have a bit more space. So I'm going to make another parallel line here. I'm going to just follow that, make another parallel line. And then the way that you finish reshaping is by clicking on the edge. So you can see it is showing that edge right there, and then you can either right click and select Finish, or you can click the Finish button over here. You want to make sure that you save your edits by going to the Edit tab and clicking Save. And now you need to input your attribute data. So you'll go back to the Edit tab and you will click in. So we had our Create pane, our Modify pane, and now we're going to pull up an attribute pane, which is a little different than pulling up the attribute table in the bottom. It's a little bit easier to edit over here in the attribute pane. So this is from the 1939 Sanborn. The user type was, or the use type was apartments. There was no vanity and I have no additional notes. Once again, once you've edited the attributes, you need to click Save. And that is how you digitize polygons with using parallel and perpendicular, and which will help you create right angles. I'm just going to show you guys that one more time on this other apartment building down here, and then that will be the end of this video tutorial. So I'm going to go back to Create Features and select Rectangle. And I'm going to draw a rectangle over this building outline. Now I'm going to go to Modify Features and select Reshape. I'm going to click on one of these lines to start the reshape. And now I'm going to use perpendicular and then parallel. Another perpendicular and another parallel. All right, and I have my finished polygon. You need to remember that you need to go to Edit and Save in order to save this outline.